Shifters here again with Back the Block Charlotte. Only this time we're here with my guy Deron. Hey, and we got an extremely special episode for y'all. As y'all can see, we're standing right in front of his duplex. And we initially got some content earlier during the framing and construction process. And now the time has come for him to give us all of the game on how he was able to get the land, how he was able to finance the property, and the numbers associated with it. So let's get right into it. All right. So Ryan, like, how were you able to get this lot, and what size is it, and how did you know that you wanted to build a duplex on it instead of a single family lot or something else?
So basically, a while back, like probably like a year before I purchased the property, I was in contact with David Soroy. I just kept hitting him up. He was a good guy. Basically, he did a lot of loans in Charlotte and whatnot. I ended up having somebody reach out probably a year later, uh, in reference to selling the property. They got into a pickle, so they wanted to sell a property for like 500,000 at the time, and I'm like, nah, I can't go for that, because I know how the game works, man. Like, you know, I mean, you could try and slide stuff past people, but me, I've been doing it for a while. So pretty much, we end up having the same lender. So I just waited them out and just bought the land as a pre foreclosure.
Nice.
They actually had started. They had the plans packaged together and everything. So I end up buying a property, and it was just like they say. As soon as you buy a property, that's when you make your money.
Yeah, you make
So
make it on the buy versus the sell.
yeah, before that I was doing a lot of flips, so I knew I was going to roll into like build eventually. Because I was getting flips, and they got to a certain point where it wasn't worth it no more. Like, it basically was like not enough meat on the bone. So I just kind of rolled over in the building. That was the thing. So yeah.
Nice.
Yep,
So
yep.
how much did you get the property from from being foreclosed? Like, how much did you pay for it? And then how did you know you were going to build a duplex on it instead of two single family houses or something else?
So uh when they came to me with the property, it was, I want to say it was 499. Being that I waited them out, I ended up getting a property for 320. And that came along. They had already started the foundation. It was complete. So for 320, I got the foundation. I know the foundation, they paid 30,000 because I end up having the same concrete guy as well. So they paid 30,000 for the foundation. So I'm subtracting this stuff in my head at the same time, like, man, this incredible. It's better than I even thought. So they had the plans. Plans super expensive, because you build. Uh so plans usually run you about 16,000. So off the rip, I knew it was a good deal. So I knew I wanted to. I mean, the duplex was already there.
Yeah.
I just made some custom changes on the windows because the way it was set up, it was looking super plain.
Yeah.
So I did the trim. We just I drew it out on a piece of paper, like exactly how I wanted to do it, how I wanted to come with the 1x8s.
Yeah.
Came with the 1x8s going through, so it looked like 3 levels.
Yeah.
So that made it look a lot better for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So with the duplex unit, how much is the heated square feet on each side? Bedroom, baths. Obviously, this is a two-car garage on each side. What are the numbers associated with the heated square feet?
So on each side, you got 2,500 square feet. The total building is about, I want to say it's about 56. It's 5,600, a little over.
Nice.
So what was your other question again?
The bed and bath associated with it.
Oh, okay. So it's a three and a half on each side.
Three and a half on each side.
Yeah.
So you paid 16,000 for the plans?
No, the plans came with the
Oh, with the foreclosed?
foreclosed.
Nice.
I made sure they had the plans, and they already did the foundation, so they just made a deal.
Half the work was already done.
Exactly. So I just had to do framing. They actually started the framing. So we tore that down though because it set for so long. We kind of want to build, but we want to build right.
Right.
Make sure it's sturdy.
Right.
So yeah, pretty much.
Nice. So the foundation was pretty much already set. You had the plans. You got it at a great price. How long did the process take from framing to the finished product that we see right now?
So it really took me about 8 months. I ended up getting caught up on some child-proof locks.
Okay.
Child-proof locks.
Yeah, talk
they
about
super
that.
small, so it's basically to prevent those windows are 6 feet, so it prevents them from opening all the way. So it protects kids from falling out. Even people. I mean,
Right.
I'm not even 6 feet. I mean, I'm 5'11". So I could fall out too. But, we had to wait on those, and it took 3 months. I used Anderson windows. It was just a process of getting the stuff, but you learn.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Sure.
All right. So you were delayed in the process by way of the windows for the child lock. You already had your lender secured because the builder who was going to build ended up foreclosing, and you got it before that entire process went through. And you kind of used the fact that y'all had the same lender as leverage for you to get the best deal on this.
Yeah. So the crazy part is this, man. Like, you got to be real consistent. So when I say I met David Soroy ended up, like, I couldn't get in contact with him for a period of time, but I guess he sold his company or whatnot. So I ended up getting in touch with his guy, and his guy, I kept being so persistent over the year. It's just like I never did a deal with him, but he brought me this, and it was like an alley hoop. You know what I mean? So apparently I dunked.
You definitely dunked
Yeah.
it. All right. So it took you 8 months from start to finish. How long did the lender give you, as far as like the term when you signed the deal with them? I know it can range from a year. It's typically a year, but sometimes it can go longer. Did they give you a year to get it built, or did they give you a little bit longer?
This was like 9 months.
9 months.
But they were so flexible with me, man, and I continue to use them today, and I'll keep using them. So like a lot of lenders come to me with deals and tell you how sweet they can do things, but I mean, they can't get close to what I'm getting from my lender right now. So yeah, I mean, if they can, then holler at me. But if not, then I'm gonna let you know too, because a lot of people get it mixed up. It's not really about what the lender could do for you. I mean, it's more about like bringing me that good deal, like bring me them good numbers. If you can't bring me the numbers, then
You good on it.
yeah, I'm good on it. Like, everything ain't for me at the same time. So
Right.
yeah,
So you know your lane, you understand your lane, you've mastered your lane. Okay.
sure.
And now let's talk about the investment strategy. You decided not to sell the duplexes on either side, but instead rent them out, right?
Yeah.
What made you decide to rent out and take a more so a long-term strategy versus exiting short-term on the sale?
So basically, my goal was to anything around Uptown Charlotte, I want to keep. So the play was to basically, I had properties before and I sold them all, and I wish I would have kept them because some of them, I mean, I could have made 200,000. They went up 200,000 in equity. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to change it up. I'm gonna have to change up my strategy, and my strategy constantly changes. I never keep the same. I'm like liquid.
Yeah.
You gotta move, man. You gotta move with the times. You gotta move with what's going on. So my thing was, it's super close to Uptown.
Yep.
If I keep it, I could Airbnb it, do a short-term rental. And that pretty much is it.
Nice.
It's doing pretty well right now. So.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. So you Airbnb both sides, or short-term rental on one for like nurses, or you just do strictly Airbnb?
So it's not strictly Airbnb. It's gonna be short-term rental, basically. But Airbnb is one of the ways where I'm marketing. Just say.
Nice.
So I rent out both sides, but you can also rent the whole building. Each side sleeps 8 right now. So if you rent the whole building, you'll sleep 16.
Yeah.
And we actually got some other ways where you can sleep some people too. Really probably can sleep about 18 to 20. It's depending, but There's plenty of space.
Yeah. So on average, how much are you seeing monthly from each side?
Monthly right now, this really like my first month. So, but it's doing well. So far, I mean, we've seen about 16 so far.
Yeah. From each side or from both sides?
On both sides.
Both sides.
And that's just in the first month. So
Nice.
it's coming along.
It's coming along. Very good. All right. So what would be your advice for someone who's looking to get into new construction, into new development, and they don't know who to go to, where to go to get the game? Like, what would be step one for them?
You got to get with somebody that knows exactly what they're doing. Like, everybody say they know what they're doing, and you end up paying for a lot of stuff online. But really research these people, make sure they're doing what they're saying, because you got a lot of people just talking.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like, you got to get with somebody where you can be hands-on with it, because reading a book, it'll help, but it won't help, like, at the same time. Like, you got to, I mean, at least for me, I learned off of experience. And, you know, everything that I messed up on is stuck in my head. So don't be afraid to fail at the same time, because when I first started flipping shoes, well, yeah, I lost probably a Lamborghini.
Good, great.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
you gotta just keep pushing. Like,
you gotta keep going.
everything ain't gonna be perfect, man. So just keep working at it. You know, you study. I study to this day. Like, I get with I got a bunch of mentors. I got a bunch of lawyers. I don't know everything, and I ain't trying to learn everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, just stay consistent. That's it.
That's it. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
And I think it's only necessary for us to go in and check out the property and get a tour. But before we check out the tour, can you talk about the interior design and how and why you decided to keep that in-house versus hiring somebody else to do that work, and some places that you went to get some of the furniture to help minimize on your costs?
So basically, I try and keep everything in house if I can. You know, from building to interior design. I mean, I even pick out every single item that you see in this property. Me and my team. So my mother's an interior designer. She's spectacular. So when it comes to that, I mean, that's not my thing. Like I said, I want to learn some things, but not everything. And I don't really care to learn about interior designer. You know?
Yeah.
So as far as what you see, as far as the tile, the floor, like the actual house, that's me, you know?
Yeah.
The design on the exterior, I drew it out on a piece of paper. So it just came to life, and that's the exciting part about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's it. And what was your price per square foot on the bill cost? I know you were saying that you got such a sweet deal, and you obviously did that in house versus hiring a GC that was going to overcharge you.
Yeah.
Well, what's your price per square foot on this?
Man, it's hard to say. I'm gonna have to tell you off camera.
Off camera, y'all can't get that. Y'all can't get that game.
Y'all can get some stuff, man, but not everything.
Good gracious, y'all just can't get everything.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Not told.
Sure.
Wise words from the OG,
Exactly.
man.
Yep.
But yeah, so y'all about to come with us. Check out the inside on this beautiful build that Deron and his beautiful mother helped bring to fruition. And yeah, let's get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.